Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, the home of tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon, and the Series 36 update has finally dropped. So I'm going to have a look today, a little later than I'd actually hoped, at the summer playlist. 50% gets you the Mazda RX-3, a new exclusive car. 80% gets you the AMG Hammer Coupe. Thank you very much to everyone who subscribed in last week and beyond. Some of the names are going off across the screen now, so thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Photo challenge, friends in high places. Take a photo of your car with another player or driver at the Glen Rannoch mast. This will get you a super wheel spin. The Glen Rannoch mast is located where the arrow is on this image. That's me. I drove up there and had a look, and that's where it is. Glen Rannoch's up to the right, and yeah, that's basically where it is. And Forzathon challenge: own and drive any classic sports car. Earn a total of 9 stars from speed zones in your classic sports car. Win a road racing series event at the Colossus. Yeah, this is one of those big, massive, long races on road racing series, and I've got a custom blueprint for that one. And finally, earn a total of 250,000 skill score in your classic sports car. That's not too bad. I'm going to go for the Sprite, the Austin-Healey Sprite MK1. I've got a Forzathon tune for this one, and this is absolutely brilliant. So give it a blast, get it on the car, and we can go and absolutely hammer these speed zones without too many problems. This is the share code. It's easy enough to get. In the garage options, go to tuning and upgrades and fine tuned. You can get stuff from there. For the speed zones, I'm going to go for Royal Terrace up in Edinburgh. This is quite possibly the easiest speed zone in the game. 100 mile an hour is all it takes to get a 3 star on this one. And this is an S1 class car, and this is flying it. It is definitely Wall Rider's paradise around here, admittedly, but 116, that's easy enough, that's 3 stars. Smacking into the wall, like never clever. But it does not matter, just turn it round, take another run at it, and this is going to be another easy 3 stars, and you only have to get 9, so that's 3 runs. And this is why I went for the S1 tune for this, because it's got the speed to actually be able to do this. And yeah, I'm bumping into stuff and it's not looking great, but who cares, right? It doesn't matter. This is all about getting championships completed and getting your seasonal progression. And this is what you're doing. You're doing it in a very fast, and you're doing it in a pretty quick and dirty kind of way. Final run. Let's go round there onto the wall. Try not to get on the wall too. Oh, I'm absolutely messing that up. But it doesn't matter, because as long as it's over 100, I'm happy. So 104. That's it. Sorted. There you go. Spirited driving. Next up, the Colossus. Yeah. Don't worry too much if you haven't got this. Go to any road racing event and go to custom events and search for this share code. Put this in and this will take you here, regardless of whether or not you've actually unlocked it in game. This is an easy win. It's not the proper event, but it will count. What I do with these, I just make custom blueprints. Easy win. Everyone goes off on their mad little journeys, and you just have to do a very simple little run and get first place, just like here. Give me a nudge there, Matt Jag, but there's the finish line. That's like what, 7 seconds? Yeah, 7.9 seconds. So yeah, just under 8. That is that. That's pretty simple. And the skill score, just drive it around over the hills a little bit, you know. Next up, the trial Calm Before the Hurricane for the Lambo Hurricane Performante. 9 3/4 is the showcase remix, all Harry Pottered up. And Summer Games gets you a Ferrari 365 GTB 4, which yeah, that's not too bad. I'm sort of happy enough with those. The Trial, Calm Before the Hurricane, S1 Class, Country Italy. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's basically what it is. S1 cars from Italy, road racing series. And the events for this one, Horizon Festival Sprint, Ambleside Sprint and Broadway Village Circuit. So nothing too problematic on this one, to be perfectly honest with you. But what shall I go for this one? Go for the Lamborghini Reventon Forza Edition. Good car, good tune, pretty fast, works a treat. And yeah, anything S1 from Italy will do it. I was tempted to go with my Forza Edition Quadrifoglio, my Alpha, but I don't think it's overly competitive, especially at higher speeds. The games, Summer Games, B-Class Rare Classics, over at the Rail Yard. So this isn't too bad. There you go, Ferrari 365 GTB Rare Classics. Okay, fair enough. You can filter this in me garage, so you don't need to worry about that. This is what you've got. You've got some survival, you've got some Team King, you've got some Flag Rush, and then some Team King and survival, if there isn't a clear winner after the first three. But what shall I recommend? There's quite a lot of cars you can use for this, and I'm sort of keeping it cheapy for you guys on this one. I've got the Porsche 911 Carrera RS from 1973. I've made a new B-Class tune for this because I've had it as an S1 before, and I've made it as a B-Class because it's actually very affordable on the auto show, and it's a pretty nippy car. It's actually quite nice. So that's the share code, that's the car. So it should be pretty much all good for this one. 9 3/4 Showcase Remix, Harry Potter, PR Stunts, Broadway Windmill, Cat Bells and the Bridge House. That's a jump, that's a speed camera, and that's a speed zone. And you get super wheel spins all round for completing those. Nothing which stands out as being too problematic. So what car shall I recommend for this one? Can you guess? Yeah, I think you can. I think I'm going to go for the Mosler. You know, why not? It's a good car, it's easy to get, it's cheap, it's decent tune on it, and it's bloody fast. So that's the share code. This is the one I use every single week. So if you've been following me for a bit, you probably got this, or at least aware of it. This is what I tend to use for PR Stunts. That's the car, that's the code. And I'm going to be hitting it with this car and this tune again this week. First up, Broadway Windmill, danger sign, 457 metres. That's alright. That's actually a pretty easy jump, to be fair. And the good thing is you can take a pretty respectable run through Broadway in order to make this jump. And I'm going to show you now how I'm going to do this. I've gone just beyond the loop of the road and just make a run for it. That's it, about 2 kilometres, something like that. Just try and avoid these non-player cars and whatnot, and you know, all the AI rubbish you're gonna miss game. So avoid all them. Nice little run through the speed camera, but that's not what we're here for today. It's up here, right through the middle of this windmill. Let's make that jump. Come on, what do we got? Coming down and 484. Yeah, that's done it. That's easy. That's pretty straightforward. There's sort of no problems with that one. Next up, Cat Bells, 155 mile an hour, so 155 mile an hour. And it's over right on the west side of the map. And it's pretty easy to do, although I definitely recommend approaching this from the bottom of the map more than the top. And yeah, being offline, you tend to get smacked by people. And you can see, yeah, this is a route I'm taking from the bottom up to the top, because it does seem to be a little bit easier because the corners seem to be a little more shallow. it is just a case of avoiding traffic on this one. So, okay, round here. Foot down. Past you. Luckily I can cut the corner a little bit there. And here's the camera. 174. And yeah, straight into the rocks. But it doesn't matter. I've got the seasonal objective completed. Fantastic. Next up, we've got the Bridge House, 110 mile an hour. Yeah, that's what we got. It's not too far away, near Ambleside. And yeah, this is all right. This is okay. Again, I'm going to be approaching it from bottom of a map because I find it's a little bit easier to do it that way. Although the big danger on this one is that you're going round and you can end up getting stuck on some of the walls. And that is not good. So I'm being a bit more careful of that because I've been stuck on some of these walls in the past. And it's definitely not fun. But going round, pretty simple, 111. Nothing spectacular, but it gets you completed. Gets it done. And that's a PR Stunts. Nothing too sort of problematic, in my opinion, on that one this week. Championships, Bon Voyage for the Renault Clio. Are we there yet? For the Mercedes AMG E63 and Beach Trip for the Aston Martin Vanquish 17. I really hope people are not voting for this in the backstage. I really am. Seriously, just get it on here. But this is our championships. This is what we've got. So let's get into it. Let's have a look. See what we need and see where we're going for this one. Bon Voyage, Viva La France for the Renault Clio, Cotswold Super Sprint, Moorhead Wind Farm Circuit and Meadows Sprint. The Bugatti Divo is a good car if you've got it. It's a good tune here. If you've got it, it's a good car and it'll be all right. If you don't have it, I'm going to offer up the Bugatti Chiron. Again, good car, pretty decent handling, works a treat. The reality of it, though, is that any French car in the S2 class can enter this, although this is going to be all about the hypercars. It's going to be about the Bugattis. Unless you're in a Divo, Chiron or a Veyron, you're not going to stand a chance of getting anywhere on this one. You're not. That's just the reality. So I don't really like the Veyron, to be fair. The Chiron's quite nice and the Divo's lovely. Next up, are we there yet? It's a dirt racing event for the Merc, Holyrood Park Trail, Moorhead Rally Trail and Derwent Reservoir Trail. That's what you got. And I'm going for the Infiniti Q50 Rouge for this one. Last chance tune, A-Class. Very nice, used it on a few occasions. And this is actually a very surprising car and a very surprising tune. Because normally I'd go and kick it in a few Audis or some BMWs. But this Infiniti is, yeah, this absolutely just rocks. So definitely grab it, get the tune on it. And it is available pretty cheaply on the Auto Show as well. Next up, Beach Trip, yay, for the Aston Martin Vanquish 2017. Railyard Cross Country Circuit, Coastal Rush Cross Country, and Beachview Cross Country Circuit. And I'm going to go for the Trackhawk, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. This is one of my favourite cars for anything off-road. It really is. It's a really good car. And you unlock it, I think it was part of a cross-country progression, but it's also pretty cheap on the auction house as well. So that is that. That's the stuff. A little bit late dropping this update because the update didn't download until pretty late in the day and pretty late in the week, really. But that is that. That's nothing that I think is going to be too problematic in general, although I do think that the whole racing around in S2 hypercars just to get yourself a Renault Clio is a bit, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think it's worth it, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. And these are my cars, these are my tunes, these are my suggestions. Hopefully you find it useful. If you like this stuff, drop a like, leave me a comment. Until next time, thank you for watching, take it easy, and happy driving.